It was 2006 and we had just completed the Gun Barrel Highway abandoned section where we had encountered persistent rain. The roads were now closed and we were stranded at Warakurna. So what better opportunity than to do a tour of the Giles Weather Station? We're now at the Giles Meteorological Station, and Len Bedell was also an accomplished artist. It's one of his paintings on the wall. And another one just there. A little bit more of his artwork. And a picture of Ernest Giles. Part of the living quarters, pool, and of course just as we're about to release the balloon, down comes more of the rain.
Now, so I'm going to release the balloon. Hopefully it's going to go that way, providing the radar tracks the balloon alright. Radar's up in the zone, but I've got control of it from that box there. So when I release the balloon, I'll just get you guys step down a little bit, thanks. When I release the balloon, the radar is auto. Hopefully. Radar's like rain.
Totally automated release here. Three. The setting here is stunning with the Rawlinsons in the background. That's not me shaking the camera, that's the thing whizzing around in the air up there.
They get bigger and bigger. Oh, that's good.
There across the background, the Rawlinson Ranges.
A 100 centimetres below the ground. And I'm going to call that 14. Oh, matching. And these are quite handy for agricultural reasons, for planting seeds and all that sort of stuff. But out here, it's just so we can keep a full suite of instruments, so all the bureau stations are reading the same things. And not assign people into scientific research, usually find some excuse for wanting to know what the temperature is down there. If you want to know it's 19 degrees, so you're probably better off digging yourself a hole. Big one today, 9 a.m. What we do is either empty the water out or pour the water in, and that gives us how much water's evaporated off the day. The sunshine current there's not really any sunshine at the moment, so I don't know what's happening there. Yeah. It just sunshines through the ball and burns a paper card underneath. That gives us sunshine hours. Then the Stevenson screen, it's much the same as Stevenson screens everywhere. You've got the manual class we read, and also the sensors from the automatic weather station. And same as the rain gauge, we keep both. Oh, that's it. It's wrong with the machines. All we misread, then we can double check everything's sensational level, 9 degrees at the moment.
Believe it.
Get it to the breeding in water. 13.4 for maximum today, then at least it's 10. Thanks. So that's all we do. 4 a.m., 3 p.m. And that's done to local time, unlike the balloons which are done to UTC, so in Australia and in the world. The city pipes through here.
Well, this is what they used to read the weather with.
This is actually a wind finding radar. Over 24 of these flew in the Bureau for a 7-year period beginning in 1963, and most had long service lives. And inside is the driver and navigator. What are we doing here, boys?
We're driving the
radar.
radar at Giles Weather Station. This is the old radar. Don't touch that. What smack?
The way they used to do it. So this is the interior of this little device. We've even got air breathing controls, and this thing's straight out of an aircraft, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Console. Place for the coffee mugs, except they've covered it up. And a door handle.
They have the side of these no matter when they open it. That's what I mean. So they won't every.
Yeah. An office full of computers and telephones. Giles Weather Station, Fiona. Here is the radars tracking the target and triangulating to get wind speed and wind direction. So they're the parameters that we get. We print them out here and we hope we never have to use that because it all comes through this machine. So that's sort of raw data smoothed through this machine. And that was the little balloon that we did this afternoon, 100 grams there. In the morning, we send up a big balloon. It's 800 grams there. So you can see it's considerably bigger. You can play with that if you know. And on the bottom of that we tie a radio son, which is a battery operated box with temperature, humidity sensor, and inside an aneroid barometer in there, and that radios a signal back to this box. So from the morning balloon, once a day, we get 5 parameters. At the moment, afternoon balloon, because as you can imagine, that whole setup, big balloon, target, radio son, hydrogen, about $150 worth, going up into the sky, bursting and falling to earth somewhere not recoverable. So we don't like to do that too many times a day, considering all the stations 50 odd around Australia do them at the same time. So the afternoon, wind data is enough for the forecasters. They will be very interested in the wind data today. That's why I want to get that message out pretty quickly. But basically, there's the trajectory of the balloon. So slight northwesterlies and then just straight westerlies is all we got. It was very different from yesterday. Well, not that we had much luck tracking them yesterday in the rain. You've probably been to www.bomb.au and seen the radar pictures, or even on the telly, they'll take a photo of the radar pictures there. I forgot we had that there for the last 3 months. We haven't had any rain, so I can't show that to anyone. But of course the radar's designed to pick up rain. So to try and track a balloon through rain is difficult. We get the wind speed and the wind direction data in a graph. We put it into a graph, and that's the way that we manipulate the data. So there's our wind direction, a lot of change there. Wind speed, not a lot of change. Should get a bit exciting further up. It's about, see, this is a bit behind this because it takes a while to go through to there. So the wind has just picked up, it's up to 60, nearly 70 knots up there at the moment. So that line will start heading off up there. So those poor little balloons come a fair bit of BT up there. So we play with the data according to a whole lot of rules. There's Bureau of Meteorology rules and World Meteorological Organisation rules as well. It's part of the global upper air network here. And then we send the messages that we sometimes send incorrectly. There's the message that I sent when the balloon got to 500 hectopascals. It's all in code. The codes were devised many years ago in the days of ... and telexes when messages really needed to be shortened. Oh, we don't really need to shorten them now, days of satellite and email, but that's the way it's done. So we've got to be able to read all those codes. That's why we keep that paper print out there in case anything goes wrong with the machine. We can code it up manually and fax it, phone it through, whatever it takes. So that whole process for the little balloon, about an hour and a half all up. Inflate the balloon, and then the wind changes direction, and then I run around like a headless chook trying to get the other optical tracker working, and then it starts to rain, so then I'm going to wait for the rain to finish. So about an hour and a half the whole procedure. I'll send some more messages later on, and during all that So we do those every 6 hours. So at Giles, 3 a day, quarter 3, quarter 8 PM as well. Capital city airports will do 4 a day, and if there's cyclones, you do backroads a day.
So did you say that was rain, the blue?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So in between all that, so 6 hourly balloons. We also do half-hourly aviation observations, which I'm doing a bit more regularly at the moment because we're in what's called special. We're quite lucky here because we're not actually at the airstrip, but the other thing is there will be no planes flying today, so I'd have to be a lot more strict with my aviation reports if I was at, for example, the capital city airport, where I simply wouldn't have time to talk to you. Well, you're pretty flat out there when there's weather. When there's no weather, which is a lot of the time here, it's a pretty crazy job, but when there is weather, you're pretty well flat out. So it's a kind of job with swings and ups and downs. And every 3 hours we do synoptic observations, which is what we did at the screen there. Most of the parameters come from the automatic weather station. All these numbers come from the automatic weather station, and I input pressure change, visibility, weather and cloud. And today we've got lots of all of it, or not much when it comes to visibility, but lots of weather and lots of cloud. Whereas for the last 3 months it's been fine. Yeah, no, fine. So it's a very welcome change. Actually, I was beginning to get a bit bored. And that's about it. That's what we do. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, there are over 500 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.